tonight.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 19 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top-5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tackle made by Chase Young. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
That is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive. And at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is brought in at the 21. And oh, now it's out. Langford loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they'll run with Etienne. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 2. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Yellow, 43.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On the move past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
22 needle. Ready, go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back. Back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. 29 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That one deep for Hodgins. And this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping? Because it's zone. Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a give. It's Jackson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Draw play, Etienne.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Right back to him on 1st down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Keeps himself upright. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do. Next.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get it.